Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Cleveland Guardians. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about set to go. On the hill here today, Tanner Bybee. How about a report on him, Chris?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub 350 ERA, and guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos, they're dominating, but when you can have that kind of consistency, you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Sanchez gathers, throws. Gwynn beats it to the bag and reaches on the strikeout. Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees. And a foul ball. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
This is one of those situations defensively. Where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out.
Runner on the go. Foul ball still 0-2. Gwynn gets his lead at first with nobody out. Runner goes again. Got him swinging. Safe at second, and that was not close. Babe Ruth stepping in now for the Yankees. Close, but called a ball. Ball one. One out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. That's off the mark, and now 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That's outside, and that's ball three. And ball four, two aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
First and second, one out. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Lou Gehrig. That one's in there. 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Strike two. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. One out. Runners at first and second. In the dirt, and the count 1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Ball inside.
Outside with a breaking ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Goes down looking. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. And up next for New York, Mickey Mantle. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. And that misses. And the count is 1-1. Fastball for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 aboard, 2 outs.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
2 outs. And that one inside, and it hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. And next for New York, George Brett. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. And we're back. Getting the nod in this one. Babe Ruth singing always a treat when we get to watch him work.
Very crafty guy out there on the hill. A stellar career ERA in the low 2s. Very tough to get to. Just when you think you've got him figured out, he flips the script. We'll see how the hitters are able to adapt to him today.
Cody Bellinger leading things off. It takes a strike.
0-1.
That one down the line, and foul ball. 0-2 now.
Ball, that's out.
Up the middle to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Lane Thomas.
Well, Boog, it's obvious baseball has become a specialized sport, yet here's this unicorn on the mound capable of doing everything. I love his attitude, too.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Most players focus on hitting or pitching, and some pitchers are extremely situational, but two-way players, just a different breed, man. It's so impressive to see what they do.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. Now at the plate, Larry Doby. Just missed. 2 outs, base is empty. To the right side, Garrett. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Bernie Williams. Bybee back to work. That one missed. Williams matched a homer in his last game. Down the left field line, looks like extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Jorge Posada in the box now. No balls and a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the second.
Ball, that's low.
Next pitch is outside. And a swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Here's a 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Swing and a foul straight back. Williams, the runner at second with 1 away. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. The run comes across and the Yankees score first. It's 1-0. Not in time. He's got a double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now it's going to be Tony Gwynn. Swing and a base hit. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Fastball for a strike. That one misses. Ball 2. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw. Tag. Ow. Great throw by Gary Sanchez. Jeter watches that pitch miss the strike zone for a ball. Battling here as he fouls it away.
You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Swing and a miss. Tanner Bybee with the strikeout. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Grady Sizemore.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Ripped on a line. And foul ball.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
Fly ball to right. Williams hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Jazz Chisholm Jr. digs in for the Guardians.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
That one fouled off. Ruth, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a 2-seamer, and he works in a changeup. And that's in the dirt. Now 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one almost got him. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swings through it for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Gary Sanchez now didn't play in the day game yesterday, so he should be fresh for this one. Gets the outside corner with that one.
0-1's the count.
Fought off foul.
One ball, two strikes.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. New inning getting started. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Babe Ruth. That's in there. 0-1. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter. Now, this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And it hits the fence. Safe at second with a leadoff double. Lou Gehrig stepping in now for the Yankees. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Outside with a breaking ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. Ruth at second with nobody out. In the dirt. Got him. So he picks up his sixth strikeout of the ball game. Here's some real power at the plate. Mickey Mantle. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. In there at the knees. 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And that's down and away. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. The 1-1 is fouled off. That misses the zone. 2-2. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now the third baseman, George Brett. He's over 1.
George Brett.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Runner at second, 2 down. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Man at second. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it. He's got it, and that is that. Here in Cleveland, and here's the first baseman, Carlos Santana. Santana goes 5 feet 11 inches, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Outfield playing straight up now. Now one out to right. Williams settles under it and puts the squeeze on that one. One down.
Woo. He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
John Kenzie Noel at the plate now. That's ball one. Swing and a foul straight back. The 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. The throw to first. Now 2 out. Here's Brian Rocchio.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Check swing, called strike. Just missed. Foul ball.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The shortstop takes the ball.
Full count.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Garrett snags it, and that's the 3rd out. On to the 4th. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Bernie Williams. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And that one is gone. His 2nd homer this series, and they add on. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Yankees up by 3. Posada tries to check his swing. Now a look to 3rd. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call. The 1-1. And that is out of play.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And a ball evens the count.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well, that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high. He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Really stayed inside that base.
The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Jacob Junis.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Ramirez stands in now and watches strike 1. That one ripped. That's back. Into Heritage Park and out of here. Home run. And that should quiet this home crowd. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. It's 5-zip.
Pitchers hate going against Jose Ramirez because he tends to punish the baseball. This is just the latest example of it.
Gwynn in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Foul ball there.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. The other way, and a base hit right there.
That's back-to-back singles for him. That was a thing of
Now
beauty. He may have been a little
shortstop,
behind the
Derek
pitch,
Jeter.
but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Jeter tracking that one as it misses the zone for a ball. Nobody out, runner at first. And that one lifted in the air center field. Bellinger sizing it up, makes the catch for the out.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes in the air, left field, down the line, and that is a foul ball. Man at first, one away. Runner goes again. And that's a fair ball. Gwynn makes the turn at second. Coming home. He'll score easily.
He was all over that one. When you can turn the ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Stepping in, Lou Gehrig. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
The count.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. That one inside, and it's 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ruth over at second, 1 down. Breaking ball misses down and away. Man at second. Liner, base hit, coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Well done, drives in the run. He put a great swing on that ball, took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Mantle in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. Top half of inning number 4. Next pitch is outside.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Left field, Dovey in position. And there are 2 outs. So digging in, George Brett, 0 for 2 in this one. And that's in there for strike 1.
Nope.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one's in there. 1-2. That's down and in. A slider missed. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And now first and second with 2 outs. So up next, Bernie Williams. He's already homered in this game. Just missed. 2 on, 2 outs. Grounds one to short. They take the force out. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Bottom 4 now, Cody Bellinger.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. He's 0 for 1. In for a strike. 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
And that's off the inside edge. And 1-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, left fielder, Larry
Doby digs in for the Guardians. Grounded out his first time. There goes the runner. Pitch misses.
1-0.
Throw. Save. Posada too late with the throw. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1. And there's the ball.
1 strike.
Thomas leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And the 2-1 hammered but foul. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Jeter. They got it for out number 2. So 2 down now. And here is Grady Sizemore. And first offering is fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Gwynn squeezes it, and the inning is over. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Joey Cantillo.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Jorge Posada digs in now, 1 for 2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. So far, they have 6 hits in the counts where the pitcher has had the advantage, so it hasn't been easy for them, but they're finding a way to get it done.
Here's Jose Ramirez.
Second baseman, Jose Ramirez.
There's a strike. That one pushed foul. The Yankees up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering down in the dirt. And that's outside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swung on, belted. And that one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Tony Gwynn. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Runner at second here, one gone. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Two gone. Here's Derek Jeter now with a runner in scoring position.
Derek Jeter.
Pitches in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Jeter started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he held back, according to Larry Bullard. The next offering misses. 2-1. Swing and a ground ball. Throw on to Santana. Third out. Back now at Progressive Field. And the batter now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Bruce back to work. Just missed.
You know, these Guardians just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success. But at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
And a big swing and a miss.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
The next pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now batting.
Gary Sanchez at the plate. 0 for 1 so far.
Sanchez.
In today's game, you look at exit velocity as a measure of process, and if guys are hitting the ball hard, eventually the results usually follow. Gary Sanchez, he is a guy that hits the ball hard.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Next one is off the plate. 1-2 to count. The Guardians with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. And that's off the outside edge. Ball 1. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. And we're back. All set for the top of the 6th. In now is the Yankees DH, Babe Ruth. There's the strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That one misses, and that's ball 1. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. On the inside corner for called strike 3. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Lou Gehrig.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
A changeup missing, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Gehrig measures 6 feet even, 24 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And another ball.
2 balls.
Bases empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And there's a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Right through there, got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. Mickey Mantle stepping in now for the Yankees. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2 balls and a strike.
Ball, that's it.
Fastball for a strike.
Count full.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. So digging in, George Brett. Popped up. Rocchio on his way over. Drops into the glove. And that is that. Back here in Cleveland. And now Jhonkensy Noel. And that's outside. 1-0. And that one upstairs.
No strike.
Off the plate inside. And that's ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So up next, Brian Rocchio, a switch hitter batting right. The shortstop takes the ball.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
That's in for a strike. Noel aboard here at first with nobody out. That misses. It's 2-2. And he grounds one to the right side. To Jeter. Out. And it's a double play.
I think some double play turns are almost poetic, and a 3-6-1 is one of those that can just look so clean. It's really easy to mess it up if the pitcher doesn't get there in time or there isn't good communication with the first baseman. But right there, they nailed the execution.
Bellinger up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count even at 1. Laser could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Into second, and he's got it double. So 2 down, and now the DH, Lane Thomas. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Towards first. Oh, and it hits the base. And they get the out after the ricochet. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. This one. Isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
Okay.
Were we on script?
Never.
Did you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
Swing and a bouncer towards third. Throw on to Santana. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Jorge Posada stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 3. And there's the strike. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway. Nice grab. Nicely done for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Jose Ramirez stepping in now for the Yankees. 3 for 3 with a homer and 2 doubles. Inside, and it's 1-0. And that one is inside. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one missed.
No strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's outside. It is ball 4, and he's on base. Runner at first with 2 away. And now the center fielder, Tony Gwynn. And there's the strike.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
And that one missing low. Ramirez off of first with 2 away. That's towards center. Bellinger sizing this one up. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Larry Doby. He was late there, strike 1.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Fly ball center field. He's there. He's got it. And there's 1 down. And here is Grady Sizemore. There's the strike up high. 0-1.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
The Guardians with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. That one misses. Now 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Next offering misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that skips into dirt. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Outside corner, got him looking. And up next for Cleveland, Jazz Chisholm Jr. It's over 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
On the ground, right side. Ramirez gets it to first, and that is that. We're at the top of the 8th, and now the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Cantillo back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Called strike right there. Next pitch misses inside. And a count 1-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Ground ball right side. Santana takes it to the bag. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting.
Next is the designated hitter, Babe Ruth. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Now 1-1.
Nope, that's a ball.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Just missed. Late swing, foul to the left.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Jazz tosses to first. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out.
Now batting.
Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Luke Gehrig. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 8-0. Singy, and now he's just 1 away from 500 career homers.
Boog, that's just a ton of home runs, and he's cost the league a lot of money with the balls he's hit on the park over the years.
And that one is off the top of the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Waste no time there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Now a chance for George Brett. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
Two outs and one in scoring position.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Man on second, 2 down. And it remains 2-2. Hit in the air, center field. Rocchio sizes this one up, and that'll do it. Back now at Progressive Field. And now here is Gary Sanchez. Ruth still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point he wants to finish what he started.
This to third. It's in and out of his glove. Gets off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Stepping up for the Guardians, Carlos Santana. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
Next offering is in for a strike. And he dodges that fastball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away. John. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Hunter Gaddis.
Number 33.
He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Hunter Gaddis.
Check swing, called strike. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He made him pay for that one. It's 8-2. So 1 out, nobody on. Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. There's a strike. 95 of that one. The Yanks up big in this one here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's through there for a strike. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, bases empty. Here's the center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Bellinger.
Bellinger checks his swing. Appeal down to third, and that's going to be ruled a swing. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two outs. Ball one there. Base hit.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
At the plate, Lane Thomas. That misses. Ball 1. In the dirt, blocked. Bellinger, the runner at first with 2 gone. The pit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Two and one now.
Inside, ball 3.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
So now 2 on and 2 outs. So 2 on with 2 away. Larry Doby digs in for the Guardians. New pitcher for the Yankees, John Franco.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And there's a strike.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and get out of this little jam.
Pitch misses there. 2-2. In the air, left field. And that ends the inning.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Paul Sewald.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now the right fielder, Bernie Williams. He's already homered here in this one. First off, bringing it just misses. Sewald goes 6 feet 3 inches, 34-year-old vet, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2012. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
2 balls, no strikes.
That one is absolutely belted. Gives up the body and makes the catch. Now here is Jorge Posada. And ball 1. And that's a little bit high. 2 balls, no strikes. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Got all of that one. Jorge Posada showing off his pop with a home run. It's 9-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Next to hit, Jose Ramirez. In the air, center field. Bellinger drifts towards it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Tony Gwynn stepping in now for the Yankees.
Center fielder, Tony Gwynn.
In for a strike, 0-1. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the 9th. And this is inside. And there's a ball.
1 strike.
Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. On the ground to third, and it stays fair.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Out to center. Bellinger settles underneath it, and that's the 3rd out. Here in Cleveland, now it's the right fielder, Grady Sizemore. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one misses. And now 3-1. He swings and fouls one off. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting.
So digging in, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
This one in the air. Jeter. And it's caught for the out. So it's their last chance in this one. And now the catcher comes up to him. Gary Sanchez. That one not close, and that's ball one. Two down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game, and the Yankees slug their way to a win in this one.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
This one ends the final 9-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.